Hello, everyone. I am Stipo, Director of Product at Sigma, and with me is Durgesh. And today, definitely have a fan club. So today we're gonna talk to you about the data modernization journey of the New York Stock Exchange and the Intercontinental Exchange through Sigma, Snowflake, and Cortex. Now, thankfully for everyone, you're going to hear from me just a little bit as I introduce Sigma, and then it's going to be the Durgesh show walking through their journey. There's a little nice surprise here, that is not on the agenda, which is two fantastic demos that show sort of the art of the possible through the lens of Durgesh's team. Sigma, what is Sigma? So Sigma is a data platform designed to extend all the power of Snowflake to your business and to allow you to maximize the value of your data. We're known for our spreadsheet interface that allows anyone who's familiar with data to work on it at scale. And through this spreadsheet interface, you can build traditional business intelligence dashboards like the kinds that you would build to evaluate company performance. You can build interactive analyses for scenario modeling and planning, like the kinds that you would use and build to evaluate the implications of tariffs. And you can even build business applications to manage your data workflows. In those cases where you have to coordinate and organize your data, your people, and your processes to meet regulatory requirements. So with that very, very brief intro, I'm going to pass it over to Durgesh to walk through their journey.
Thanks, Steve. Can you hear me? Yeah, this is the Durgesh show now starts. I have a very small fan club sitting here in front of me. How many of you actually are Snowflake customers here? A majority of you. How many of you are Sigma customers? Oh, that's a good amount of people. So I think my job is easier to say that Sigma is a perfect tool for Snowflake. Those who did not raise their hand, they should raise their hand next summit to have both Snowflake and Sigma. So I think everybody heard about New York Stock Exchange. We are the name brand for equity exchange in US with a lot of history. ICE is actually parent company. It's called Intercontinental Exchange Group. Not many of you know that we are also the #1 mortgage technology provider in the US. Almost everybody, around 70% of the mortgage loan originated across ICE and serviced is on our platform. So many of your data is with us, correct? Like so, so we have acquired tons of mortgage technology company in last few years, namely Ellie Mae and Black Knight. And we are now a #1 service provider for mortgage technology. We also have a data service business, very thriving data service business. If you think about this, the common theme across all this is that we want to connect people and also do things as digital transformation. It means that we want to automate stuff for you. How long today mortgage origination takes today? From the time you put your application, it takes around 60 to 90 days with a lot of paperwork, correct? Like, so there's a lot of documents which we have today that we want to automate and use the newer technology so that everything is connected. Snowflake at ICE is almost 7 years plus old. Like we started our journey in 2018. This is my 5th conference. So you can understand that we have done tons of innovation in Snowflake. We have Snowflake Center of Excellence. Anas here is running the Snowflake Center of Excellence for us. And we do a lot of strategic work, but at the same time, we are doing a lot of operational reporting work, embedded analytics. We have analytical tools and data science works on Snowflake with Snowflake platform. Across the board, in all 3 major business units, we are using Snowflake as our data warehouse/data lake platform. This is the amount of data we process on Snowflake. More than 10 plus petabyte of data is scanned per month in our queries. 7 petabyte of compressed storage on Snowflake, which turns out to be around 60 to 50 to 60 petabytes of data on Snowflake. We have 650 warehouses, almost more than 150 million plus queries run every month. And we are on 2 different cloud providers and 7 regions. We not only use it for our data warehouse platform, but also use it for data marketplace. We have multiple data products which we sell it, and one of my demo, I'll show you how I'm using my own data to build the reports and analytics using AI. So 2.5 years back almost, I think we started our journey with Sigma. Sigma came and we, prior to this actually, we were using a couple of legacy tools. I can very frankly say that is SAP Business Object and Oracle BI, not working. It was there for years. Every user used to complain, but we didn't have a good system to replace them, good reporting tool to replace them. The reason was the moment we moved to Snowflake, we say that we'll modernize the ecosystem around it. We started looking at almost every tool, BI tool, which you can imagine, and only Sigma cut the what we wanted. And first time ever in our implementation history that users were very, very happy. Uh, because the performance, what they were seeing on Sigma was only they were able to think about that, but they were never able to do it. I'll tell you, Stipo, like one thing impressed me at the time was Sigma came with a POC plan, and they said that they want to talk to business stakeholder. And I said, I've been doing this work for years now. This is my 16th year at ICE. I know everything what business users need. They said, no, we need to talk to your business stakeholder. The guy was persistent with this, and eventually I told my director that let him go and talk to stakeholders. Can you talk a little bit more about why that approach?
Well, I'm certainly not going to talk about sort of the go-to-market motion here, but from the product side, I think the reason we're able to do this is because our product isn't designed just for data teams. It's also designed for business teams. And so while data teams love us for scalability and for governance and access to bleeding edge Snowflake features, data teams are able to work with live data the way they know how to work with data. And they don't have to worry about getting stuck with a line of code or having middle people in the way. Right? We're the only platform that they're able to get everything that they need the way they need it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that our users, first time ever, like I have very different set of users. Like the people who we first implemented Sigma was compliance and regulatory reports, which was most granular report you'll ever find. It means that the most granular data has to be provided to them when they search something. And these are the things which we decided based on why we chose Sigma. That interactivity with the users. The view they get it is Excel-like, which almost every business analyst loves, correct? Also, Sigma in last 2.5 years back, when we were doing that, as an enterprise customer, we needed version tagging so that we can promote reports from dev to QA to prod. And their product team worked with us to build that version tagging. It was very new at the time, and now we are using that functionality to promote, because that is very much required for enterprise. The data models, which you can see that it is core to AI work in the future. Semantic model. In the first iteration of Sigma, it was lacking, but now we have data model which can be used by our Sigma, which can be used by your own model. This is the reason why actually our users are very happy. First time in our history, we are calling our tool as self-serve. How many of you have a BI self-serve utopia in your mind that you want to give it to customer, but we are never able to give it? So in our CMDB, we call the tool as Sigma self-serve. Okay. So because users are able to do their reports on themselves. We also are able to build data apps, and as I talked a little bit about your data model. Because we were coming from a legacy background, and cementing model was very, very important to us. We were behind the scene, we had all those models. And now you can see that that model is very, very useful for your AI iteration. We also, because we are coming from a financial services company, get audited, we are big on SDLC, we want to make sure that the whole SDLC process is followed in reporting. Sigma is there today, but it can be better. And we have been continuously talking to product team to take us there. As you can see, the templates and custom views, these are very, very important for our regulatory and compliance reporting customers, end users, because they were able to build custom view and share with other users very easily. And template, I don't know how many of you use Sigma. You say that there are a lot of Sigma customers, but do you use to track your Snowflake usage? Snowflake, Sigma has a very, very powerful template that I use almost every day. Just point it to your Snowflake database, and it gives you at organization level dashboards for your Sigma day-to-day monitoring. And that feature, now they have built it for Salesforce, they have built it for others. We have been talking to them to build few more templates, which will make the customization easy and implementation so fast. So let's talk about some of the use cases we implemented. Like I said, that compliance use case was number one. We built around 250 plus reports from prior business object implementation. As you know, business object is the only tool which was giving us a report, tabular-like reports, which was looking like Excel. There's no other tool which was able to give that. Sigma has that capability and more. So we have 150 users that access this solution. I will show you some of the numbers. Our use case today is around, utilization is around 72%. How many of you thought, I have done that analytics work for throughout my life, around 20 plus years. With business audit, we used to get 20 to 25% utilization. That was the number. You go and check today and you'll find it. Our users number, and I check quite regularly, is increasing, in fact, from 62% last time we shared that. Right now, it is showing me 72% utilization. I mean, users are using this system. 72% of the users are actively using it every time. We also were able to build AI. We are able to leverage AI for document search for them, which I will show it in a demo.
And Durgesh, for this use case, you have this major initiative. How do your users feel about Sigma after the fact?
And I have the next slide, actually, which talks about this. I was ready for your question. So this is from our chief regulatory officer. Very difficult to impress, correct? Like these users, because they want everything in the world. Today, the Vito's team, which works for ICE Futures US, which is our exchange, have to every day around 3 million to 5 million trades and 100 to 200 million records. They have to churn through to find exception because we are self compliant. And he said that it is like creativity in handling large data set. And he's saying that because of we are able to create reusable template, it has eliminated the need to manual data loads and manipulation in Excel. Prior to that, we were able to send them business object report. They were not able to download it to Excel. So they started telling us that, can you send us daily data in Excel and put it in some place where they can take it and manipulate it. Now there is no such need. And I did not ask him to write this way. He has sent me this way. Okay. So this answers your question? Very happy users. The other use case is NYSE regulation. Recently, you all have seen the the market volatility, correct? Like in March and April. We are loading almost 1.4 trillion rows a day. 1.4 trillion rows a day. And this equity and options team have to find exception, and Amar is sitting here, who is moving, not only moving more exception handling to Snowflake and Sigma, which is opposite of what we were planning to do it. Prior to that, we used to run exceptions separately. We used to run that business object report. User will open the business object report. If they want to see, they want to go and look at the data in detail, they have to open another application, find the trade number, and then they will see this. Now with Sigma, they are able to uh, use that uh, directly inside with minimal lag time. They are able to use that and see the result detailed of that exception. Also, I think we have embedded that application inside application internally. We are calling it Prism, which is application for all of compliance users. Sigma also offering. So this is what they said, Stipo. The Sigma has one of the most useful tools we have ever used.
I'm going to ask the question for the audience. It's a really bold statement. Why do they say that?
So I have the answer in next slide. You are coming up with really good questions. So as you can see, I think this application is actually able to combine data from three major data sources we have, from Snowflake, from Trino, and from Hive. And this is one-stop full solution. And number one user today, if I go and look at the usage, is the regulatory officer of NYSE. He is the number one user of Sigma because he is able to do everything in one place today. Able to go to billions of rows of messages and find that trade. Unbelievable, but true. And he didn't want to put his name, so I just did. What's coming? What's new thing which we are doing, working on that? We are not sitting on our laurels. We said we will build more. I love Sigma as a tool, and Sigma and Snowflake is a deadly combination. So we are advancing our AI capabilities inside Sigma, either using what Sigma provides or what Snowflake provides. So as you can see, we are building an AI prompt box, and I'm going to do a live demo. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I don't know what is going to work. Anas told me that I should have recorded this, but I said, no, I'm going to do it live. Let's see. Let's wait and watch. So we are building an AI prompt box where you can actually take some of our own NYSE data, which we make it to our marketplace, and ask question. Why is Tesla share trending? Or what is going on with Palantir? As you can see that the functions, custom functions which Sigma provides allows you to build the functions using Snowflake provided functions. Like that Snowflake Cortex.complete function can be used inside custom function of Sigma. And basically you are able to get the AI functionality inside Sigma. You don't need to build a new front end for that. Am I going too fast?
No, you're good.
The next one is, as I said, that we migrated all our business object users to Sigma, and now next thing we are doing is moving all our Oracle BI reports. I don't know how many of you know OBIE still exists, but we are migrating. How many of you are using OBIE? So we are migrating, and by end of this quarter, or I think early next quarter, we will be migrating all our Oracle BI reports to Sigma, around 230 users. The thing which our users love is the ability to create pivot tables. As you know, this BI tool, OBIE, was used mostly by finance users. And they love Excel, and they used to basically take OBIE, download the data to Excel, and build their analysis in outside of Oracle BI. When I told them that we are going away from this, there was a big, uh, uh, like they were not happy. They said, what happened? Why we want to use this data and take it to Excel? And we did a couple of demos to them, and then they were sold on this idea, like that we don't need to take the data out. We can still do these things in Sigma directly. We are also big on embedded analytics. So this is one of the use cases I'm talking about. But Sigma allows you to embed the application into your third-party tools. We are now very much ready to go in front of our external customers. I support a couple of BI tools for mortgage technology. We also have, this example is basically our AVM model monitoring dashboards, which we are going to implement inside their application. And we have more than 3 such use cases in works. It's very easy to take that Sigma, customize it, and put it in iframe into third-party application. So this is one of the other use case. So I told you that our usage is 72%. I was not lying. This is the dashboard which every one of you have. How many of you actually knew that Sigma has an app right now? If you have a Chrome, and we just found out that we have an app. So if you've not done that, go to Chrome and then just say download as an app, and it works. So 72% utilization. Also, if you see my queries, hopefully this works. Okay. 95% of my queries are running below 1.2 minutes. With the type of data set we are talking about, Amar is saying, nodding his head, billions of rows, and still we are getting 0.2 minute or less queries. Now let's go to the actual demo. And this is a chatbot we developed. As you can see, inside Sigma, you are using AI chatbot, using the functionality provided by Sigma and Snowflake together. For this is actually real use case for us. We have been giving this to our compliance team. They are testing and using it, but we built a small prototype for this presentation with the public data set what we have. As you can see, the document which we have used here is, these are the documents which we uploaded. And as you can see, this is Europe regulation for futures trading. I think most of you know how the trading was, but this is commodity trading. And we have our own policy document here. And if it's going in front of a compliance, and I want to say, give me what is, I'm just asking, what is block trading? Some of you know, some of you may not know, but let's see whether it can give me a result. It brought the result. It says block trading is a privately negotiated transaction agreed away from the order book. It means that it is used mostly for large volume trading, right? And there has to be some regulations around it, correct? So I'm asking, what is block trading? What is what is the ICE policy on block trading?
Now, Durgesh, I guess this is a great time for me to ask a question that you don't have a slide for. So you're doing this in Sigma and on Snowflake. Why are you doing it on Sigma and Snowflake? Couldn't you just use like ChatGPT?
Yeah, no, so this one is because I think, first of all, these documents are internal to our use cases, customers, correct? We don't want to send this even prompts to outside world, correct? Like, so this has to stay. And like you can see that this one is not only bringing me document, it's telling me what context it used. So which document actually brought this, from where it pulled this answer. And so I'm not only doing a chatbot, but also creating a governance around it, so that even whatever question is being asked and whatever answer is given is getting logged. so that we can go back and take a look at this. So maybe we can ask one more question here. Let me see. I have a list of questions, and I will see if I can find out. I just asked what is the requirements to perform block trading so that people will know what to do there. And it brought that. So the speed at which it is working is fine. We can load thousands of documents and use Sigma to provide the answers like this.
So, you showed in this demo, about 10 documents or so. How many documents are you typically working with?
So like I said that anything which is public, we can put it here for users to, so it can, there's no limitation on that. We can use up to 1,000 documents and upload it as long as you know, most of the time the vector database used is inside Snowflake, so we don't have any kind of limit. I'll show you one more, which we are very happy about. This is this one. It is called prompt box using NYSE trade data. So we are actually using our own data. This data set is actually available in Marketplace. If you click on this link, this is the data which we are using. It is there in Snowflake Marketplace to buy. Okay. It's not free. It is 2 days worth of data is there. The data set looks like something like this. I mean, it is a date, trade date, and for right now we try to use like 10 or 15 symbols only, but for every symbol it will give me, for every date, average of trade price and the volume, correct? And based on this, I can ask question and get answers from, for this we are using multiple models. As you can see, we can use Claude or Llama or Mistral. And this is what Snowflake is providing us to have that model. We also created different persona. It means that you can send a question with a different persona and you can receive different answer. If you want to send as a senior manager or through as a data analyst or even as a middle manager. So you can create those personas. And we are storing the history. So any question people are asking, the answers and persona is getting stored so that we can audit that. So in this question, and the first thing is tell me about an interesting trend. It told me about some trend, right? Like AMD is showing this, Palantir is doing this. Now this data is old. I did not use the most recent data because we cannot use this. This data is a 1 month data for 2023, right? So I say, I can see that Tesla is showing some movement, different movement versus maybe Palantir, right? Like, so we can ask, tell me interesting trend about. I hope I wrote the correct, and let's ask. And now it actually, what is behind the scene, what is happening there, it actually takes Palantir's data, sending it to Claude, and getting the analysis done, and sending the result back. So it is quite substantial amount of work it is doing it, correct? Like we can also add the outside like agent-like structure, so I can add this to the market sentiments or maybe getting the data from others. So it brought something about Palantir, correct? Like now you can ask me, will it help me with any of my trading?
Will it?
So actually, you can ask the question because it is smart enough. It will tell you that you should not try. But let me see. What is the question? Anybody can tell me about? Tell me about any Palantir. I'm going on the fly. Okay. I don't know whether it will give me result, but let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So, but you can build that kind of guardrails into these questions, correct? Like, so last time I asked this type of question, it says that our investment is not is individuals' discretion, and you should take all those things into account. Um, any question on this so far? We have around 10 minutes for the law. Yes. Give me 1 minute, okay? So it gave me something. He said, do your own thorough research. Okay. Consider your risk tolerance. Consult with a financial advisor. So you can build a product on that with a link to a financial advisor. And consider market condition company. Jokes aside, this can be built within a day if you have Sigma and Snowflake. The reason is that there is a quick start. Sigma has made it available on their website. I don't have the link, but Stipo, I think if anybody asks, I think you should be able to tell them. And we were able to do not only with this, we also have built one which is very, very useful for us is Snowflake Spend. So as you know, we asked question about which warehouse is consuming more since last 1 month. Which user is like consuming more credits? So we can ask these kind of questions very easily, and I'm not restricted to a dashboard for doing this kind of stuff. So